For some of you, collective, it's the same old song and dance. You you are under attack by many different people. One of these people could be your own mother. Their magic, it is backfiring and it's making them crazy. Collective, you have been under this attack for many different reasons. One of the reasons being the fact that you have been stolen from. There is someone here who wants to return something that they stole. We do have the name Bradley. We are picking up November the 22nd, could be relevant. There is someone here who's feeling brokenhearted. We are picking up the name Leaf, could be relevant. We're also picking up on an ex-Marine. There is someone here, it's like they've been very reckless, careless, and foolish. And because of this, unfortunately, they could be getting evicted. You know, this is the truth. And more often than not, the truth hurts. We are picking up on someone here, collective. They know that you know. They know that you know what they did. For some of you, collective, there is an entire corrupt institution who have been abusing their power against you. And there is some insane person who is really making a plan to run off with your child. Do you get the theme here, collective? It's not looking good for these people. They're going crazy. They're feeling brokenhearted. They are making plans to run off and do outrageous things. It's like the end is here and they know it. But yeah, they could be making a plan to run off with your child. You, the one who is very talented. We are picking up on a war veteran. We have a sadistic reptilian who has been attempting to spiritually unalive you for decades. Decades. You would think that they would give it up by now. We are picking up on someone who could work at a pharmacy. We have the name Goldberg. Someone here has been seduced by a siren. We are picking up on the names Tyrese. We have Elvis. Collective, some of you are being reminded, do not stop until you are proud of yourself. And we have the name Zahara. There's someone here, collective, it's like they've always known who you are. You know, they know that you are gifted. They know you have an anointing over your life, but they tried you anyway. Not too smart. We do have the name DeLeon. There is someone who is obsessively watching tarot card readings about you. Collective, this could be someone who doesn't have any passion It's almost like the wind has been knocked out of them. And it is because their little plan against you, it is not going the way that they thought it would. This is someone who genuinely wants for you to feel ashamed and embarrassed, but absolutely not. They wanted this for you so badly that they lied. They created all of these smoke and mirrors about you. They started smear campaigns. They paid other people to lie. They forged medical records, documents. And after all of that work, they have failed, because what is meant to be will always find a way. And in other words, collective, you are meant to be here. You are meant to be alive, to be seen, to be heard, to be trusted, because you are a trusted source. So it's like everything they've done, they did it all for nothing. The world sees you very clearly. This could be someone who wants your destiny. But see, the problem with this is that they have no idea what you have been through. Collective, you have been put through the ringer from the moment that you took your first breath. You carry that energy of divinity. Yes, it's true. And you were born that way. You were born.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What this lady is talking about right now is very possible, I believe. The people that are doing this, they're into this tarot card stuff, right? Which a lot of people are saying, well, that's a form of magic and witchery and sorcery, the form of the devil. So that might be true, but whoever's been doing this stuff to America and everything is wrapped up into this stuff. Now, some police departments and government do use these psychics. I don't know if you call them card reader, whatever they are. And that's true. They do use them in cases to solve cases. All right. So we have seen that before in murder cases, theft cases, and stuff like that. They bring in psychics, and believe it or not, their rate of solving these things are pretty high. So let's continue with it. It's all America has become. The Lord revealed it. Right? It's a terrorist country. And the government got caught even using that and trying to steal money. It's just a big evil demonic thing. And that's why they're so tight with Israel, because they think Israel is the chosen people and God's people, and they'll save these people from what they've done. Would we be doing this if there was any other anyone else in their president or anything? Probably not. Probably not. It's only because they're such in deep shit. That's why all these dudes are running to the president, save us, save. They got caught doing the dirty deed. I am having my coffee this morning. It's a little bit chilly out today, and that's good. We need this warm temps. Now, folks, we got more storms coming here in a couple days. Tuesday and Wednesday, very good chance of more tornadoes. down south, Tennessee, Kentucky area, and up here up north. So be safe. Let's continue to watch it. It's very interesting because, if this stuff does it make sense to me? Well, it does because the racket and the business is very dirty, right? If you don't do what they tell you to do, you're out. They'll use your material, they'll use your music, whatever. And boom, your whole world's wrecked or whatever. It's not under God, folks. I know you folks think it's under God, but it ain't under God. It's demonic. Yes, they've been paying little towns off and everything. It's just unreal.
Used, battered, lied about. You were born that way. You were born a divine child.
My
And
family's
from the
been going through that.
moment
I've been
that
going
you
through my
came into the
brother.
world,
No, the whole
you
family
have
goes through this
been
madness.
beaten, abused, battered, lied about, tricked, deceived, stolen from over and over and over again. People have no idea about what you have had to endure. There could be someone who is crying over a pregnancy, and we have someone who has decided to expose their witchy sister. Collective, this could be a sister who has always secretly hated you. We do have the name Baxter. There are people here practicing necromancy, of course. And these necromancers, collective, they are also attempting.
I have no idea what necromancers are. I don't know any of this stuff. But people live by this stuff, right? They live by it. Of course, we want to give a shout out to the Lord on the Lord's Day. All glory to Him. What is a necromancer? I have no idea.
To block your root and sacral chakras as well. They do not want for you to be able to create anything. So they attack you with the spell work. For some of you, you could be under attack by an individual from Dallas, Texas.
I knew it. Texas
we also have the name or the location of Trenton.
Texas
These people are exposed.
Texas.
There's nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide baby. Now, baby.
I hear you, girl. Sing it.
Yep. I feel like it's back to the basics, back to the drawing board, because they've been exposed. Especially someone here, collective, who could have secretly sold a home for profit that belonged to you. We are picking up on a peeping Tom neighbor.
I got a lot of them around here.
Collective, so many of these energies, they are experiencing sleepless nights. And it is simply because their wicked, dark, twisted secrets, they are being exposed.
This might have something to do with that Scientology shit or that Smith Bible stuff or whatever, right? They're like, I don't know. I watched a video the other day, Fat Tony Shabaloney out of Angola or something like that, or Chicago. Someone I grew up trying to kill me or something. What? Fat Tony Baloney, he's a skinny board. What do you mean? But, and we tracked it to the music world, right? We tracked it to the music world. This whole Upchurch thing, Calhoun, J Dub out of Chicago. I don't know J Dub. He's like Uncle J Dub. I have no effing clue who you are, J Dub. I have no idea, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea who these dudes are. Upchurch, any of them. But this is where the madness begins, right, or something. I don't know. Who knows? We're just trying to figure out cases here. The case of the madman. Yeah, well, it's possible somebody's trying to do something. Maybe he does know something, but the whole thing with him coming out with this whole thing about Jelly Roll and the music business and everything, uh, with trafficking kids and just going along with the program for the money, might be real. It might be real. And they got so much money, they buy off little towns, they buy off prosecutors, police, church leaders. Yeah, yeah, it's all proven fact, folks. All documented. And then, the CIA doing numerous investigations into the businesses and black magic, all this stuff is all real now, folks. Yeah. And that's what is blowing people's minds. They're like, what? CIA? Yeah, we've been investigating this for over 10 years. Uh, and it's going to come out that your America, that is the greatest country in the world, is a demonic piece of crap. Literally terrorists. Paying gangs, clubs, people to steal from us, businesses to not pay us and everything and get away with it. Demonic. All glory goes to God on this day.
For instance, like how someone here tried to unalive you as
sure
a child.
Did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
There is someone here, collective, who has had too many to even count secret, hidden abortions. And we are picking up on a corrupt lawyer who is going to make a big mistake. And whenever they do this, they are going to bring everyone else down.
Hold on, my camera picked up somebody outside. Hold on a minute. Someone dressed in Amazon.
And I feel like it's going to blow a lot of these karmics' minds. These people who laughed at your pain, these people who laughed at the pain that they were intentionally causing you. There is someone here in the mix, though, who is feeling very terrible about what they did. We do have the name Meese. Someone feels really bad about what they've done to you, collective. For some of you, there is a book inside of you that you are going to write.
It's
We
already
are
being
picking up
written.
on a farmer, or maybe the name farmer
Farmers,
could be
yeah.
relevant, either way. And then we're
I
picking
think they're
up,
out of Chicago.
no matter how your heart is beating, if you keep on believing, a dream that you wish will come true. Little Cinderella, anyone? But it's true.
No, I don't want no Cinderella. A freakarella. But yeah, there might be some truth to this stuff, is what I'm thinking. And that's why some of the government branches are turning towards this more to see if they can solve cases or whatever. It was like the Nancy Guthrie case. There's like a psychic woman out there now, and I imagine they're probably using them. You know, a psychic to find out what happened. And if it solves the case and everything adds up, there's yeah, you know, somehow these people figure it out. How? Now, whether it be demonic, I have no idea. I don't know because I don't practice cards. I don't watch it every day. I'm too busy watching cases and murder cases and guitar channels and stuff like that. So it makes sense to me, you know. Uh, how did it get this bad? Is because the government failed to listen to even their own people inside. And now it's gone crazy. Now everyone's like, oh my God, the CIA, all these branches were right. Well, why would we lie to you folks? We don't want to lose a, you know what? The money is nothing, right? The quadrillions they stole from me is nothing. But who is a man or a woman that sells their soul or their own country out, right? And that's pretty much what we're seeing. In order to get the money from these people in the hires up, uh, from what I was told, there'll have to be people taken out. Maybe spiritually, physically, whatever. I'm not sure. Pretty crazy to me, but people live by this tarot card stuff or whatever it is. I don't know. You know, you watch a couple of these videos. You know, I never even knew anything about these card readers until I was watching a crime channel and they had one of these people or ladies or something or some dude or something on there. And she was connecting the dots and the you and I don't know. And, you know, there might be something to it. You know, and you have to look at John Edwards, right? Remember him, the spirit guy or whatever that talked to ghosts or whatever? Well, if he can talk to ghosts, I wonder if he's having people do, you know, ghosts do things for him. You remember old John Edwards? See, and now we connected your demonic because now you're using spirits to attack people and destroy countries. And this is huge. This is going to be huge in America, as Trump would say. Huge.
Collective, it's like your faith is bringing in your fairy tale ending. For some of you, I keep picking up on this. You could have a childhood dream that is coming true. We have the name Proctor. And again, with this, here we go again with the fake police reports. There is some wackadoo who filed one of these bogus reports with a fake phone in order to make you look jealous and crazy.
Now they've been doing that, little lady, my whole
This
life.
is someone who has fabricated evidence against you out of thin air because it's not real. It didn't happen, you know, blah, 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 blah. Everyone knows. And I keep picking up whoever is filing these false police reports, you are going to be arrested because that is a crime. Lying to the authorities, that is a crime.
Yeah, that's called obstruction of justice. She's right about that. That's called obstruction of justice. You know, when we were having troubles with that biker dude that was living here, that was connected to the Spiker farm where the plague came from out here, supposedly, from what they're saying. Right here in the little town or whatever. Plus, they just had an outbreak of goose, some kind of a goose or something was sick, and people are getting sick. The goose flu or something like that. It's just crazy. But this all makes sense to me, and I would say, yeah, probably. Uh, and you know what they did was they brought it to areas, right? When certain people moved, when we moved away from that area, they followed us and brought that plague and shit into the town. So it's literally madness, right? And when we were having that trouble with the meth of whatever that dude was, whoever it was, the pills and the meth here or whatever, some demonic stuff was going down, man. These, there would be nights I'd be sitting here doing uh, a video, and I'd have my porch light off out, and it's very dark out there, and I would have my screen door, or I would have my door open, and my screen door would be open with the screen with the glass up, so the air's coming in and everything. And uh, one night I heard somebody like something like somebody tripped, and I opened up my door. I'm like, hold on, folks, I was doing a live. I open up my screen door and I can see a shadow of somebody running down to the other end by the office, because it's like a horseshoe uh, complex. So yeah, peeping toms and all that. Oh yeah, people trying to steal from us. Yep.
We do have the name Chapman.
Ah,
We are
Chapman.
picking up on a missing person, Chris Gregory, or maybe the names are relevant. We are picking up on a professional tennis player. Collective,
McAfee
in
or
2
whatever his
words,
name is.
you are a spiritual bad ass,
No, I'm not.
quite
It's the
frankly.
Lord.
And for some of you, you have more than one family who have been blocking certain information from you. They have been hiding so much from you, the one who is God's secret weapon. We are picking up on an investigative journalist.
Oh, it's all making sense.
This
now,
is
don't
really
it?
interesting, collective. There are people here in the mix. It's like God is punishing them by stripping them of their spiritual gifts. This is their punishment for purposefully testing your gifts. They do not carry that sort of authority.
No, none of these churches or towns carry any authority. None. None. Why would they be testing people? I told them these people are not Job. We have disabilities. Why are you testing retards? Is what you people call me, or anybody that has a mental disability or uh, any of this stuff. I don't know why you folks are testing these people. Most of you use these people for your experiments or your witchery or sorcery or whatever. And I have no idea why they decided to do this, but it was a very bad mistake.
And he is about to make it very clear. He is taking their gifts away for testing yours, and you are getting blessed. You are about to inherit your spiritual gifts back from a past life.
I never had
Won't
spirit.
he do it? I mean, how gangster is that? This is a perfect example.
Well, I don't know. I've been dead since I was a young lad, 11, 12 or something. So I don't know what kind of spiritual gifts. I don't know. I've just been myself my whole life. Now, whether these things are trespassing on me or using me as a vessel or whatever, I don't know. But I still today, little lady, whatever this lady's channel is, Miss Russie, as my mods call her, sticky note lady. I got no powers. It is only God that has powers. The King of Kings is the only one that has powers. I don't have powers. If I had powers, I wouldn't be poor. I wouldn't have been tortured. I wouldn't have been ran through the ringer.
Of why you walk with the Most High. You know, if you want the most powerful being who has ever existed and who will ever exist, if you want that powerful force on your side, if you want that powerful force to have your back, take that walk. Take that walk.
I've been walking. I walked.
We are picking up.
I don't know
India could be relevant.
India.
And yeah, collective. There is a family who stole your
family
inheritance. They stole this from you, the one who is tough on the outside, but soft on the inside.
Yeah, I'm a baby.
We are picking up on the names. Winona.
Oh, no.
We have
Winona.
Chris.
I love that song.
There could be someone here gaining weight, collective.
Someone's gaining weight.
We do have the name Wade.
Wade.
And you are being reminded, trust no one.
No, I don't.
At this time.
I don't. They've been sending.
You know this.
They've been sending men in
one of these people, they are about to receive an unexpected phone call or maybe a pop-up visit. This person who has been causing chaos.
Yeah. Now, see, folks, do I believe in any of this stuff? Not. I don't. Like I said, I didn't know hide or hair of this card reading stuff. I don't. The only, like I said, the only reason I started watching it was that one lady that was on that crime channel, who they're saying solved that case. So, can these people be used to solve these cases? I don't know. You know, I'm checking into it, but I don't practice this card stuff or spiritual stuff. I just stay alive. That's all I can do. By the grace of God, all glory goes to God. Now, like I said, we have no idea if this stuff is real, but we're starting to see the government turn towards these people to try and solve cases or disappearance of where people, if they were kidnapped. I think that's why they probably brought that one lady in on the Guthrie case, is to see if, to find out who took her, where she might be or who the culprit was that took her. So we don't know. I don't know. I don't pray to these tarot card readers. I don't worship them. I worship God and Jesus. And you shouldn't label people just for trying to, find out, well, what's going on there. Can these people solve cases? And they have. And this little lady might be solving the cases we speak right now. Right? Maybe. I don't have all the answers. God does. Well, God, can I testify that yes, I've gone through hell? Yes, I even though I'm not famous, people know who I am or whatever, and I've been on the silver screen or whatever. Yeah. Did I make a dime off of it? No. I'm just a slave, a user, whatever, that these people do. They get their hooks in you, and next thing you know, you're watching your whole life on TV or on the silver screen, and you're like, that's how they drive people nuts.
They are in trouble. We do have the name Brooks.
Oh, Brooks.
Collective, these are people who do not want for you to tap into the ancient ancestral knowledge that you have been blessed with. And again, as if they have the authority to stop that or to hinder you from tapping into that. They don't. We are picking up on Santa Fe, New Mexico, could be relevant. But yes, it's like someone is about to receive some sort of bittersweet news. We are picking up on a mother and son who are trying to set a deadly trap for you with a fake love offer. And
Yeah, setting traps for us and everything. Yeah. Yeah, I can't say anymore that your country that you idiots think is the greatest country in the world is literally the greatest country. I can't say that no more, folks. And you can't base a country on its military. We got the greatest military. Yeah, but your people suck and they're all dying. And you can have the greatest military in the world, but if the people don't support you and you're killing your own people, you're scumbags. You're worse than Hitler.
guess what? We are picking up on your ex's new supply who is about to put this ex on blast.
Blaster.
Hallelujah.
Blaster.
Praise
Any of these exes.
God above.
Thank God. I don't know if they all
This
live
is a
in
new
Texas
supply.
now or not. I don't know if all my Texas live in X or all my exes live in Texas. I don't know. I don't really care. But put her on blast, whatever that means. I have no idea. Put her on blast if she's doing all this crap. Blast her.
Who is waking up, possibly waking up to the fact that they have teamed up with a narcissist.
Dang narcissist.
Let's hope so. Collective, what these people don't understand anyway is that they are under a legal investigation because they have broken the law repeatedly. They owe you a lot of restitution.
Breaking the law.
We are picking up on a great grandmother. We have the name Josephine. And collective, for some of you, you're being encouraged to go through your things and maybe just declutter. You know, if you have a lot of junk, get rid of it, donate it.
Now, see, this is freaky. How does she know that I'm a garage sailor and thrift store person? And I got useless stuff around here I don't need. I've been giving it away to the gas station ladies. I've been giving it away to me. I've been throwing it in the garbage. Right? Only to make room for this year's garage sales and thrift stores. Right? I got to clean my shed out. I got a bunch of crap in my shed that I really don't need. It's almost like when I do these garage sales, something enters me and I buy stuff I don't even need. Like these, you go to the garage sales and they got buy the whole box for $5 or $20 or whatever. And you don't know what's in the box. It's like that Amazon restore or resale store that just opened up out here in town here, Loki's Box or whatever it's called. They sell these box, $25. Buy the box. You get home and you start going through the box and it's all women's stuff. You can't use. I'm like, what am I going to do with all this stuff? Lotions and all kinds of stuff. But it's just like you take a risk because I bought stuff at garage sales, buy the whole box, and you buy the whole box and you go through the box, and the next thing you know, there's a necklace, there's a ring, you get stuff in there. You know, I bought a whole box of T-shirts at this one place that was going out of business. And there was other stuff in the box when I bought it, so, but this I can relate to what this lady, spirit lady, whatever they call them, is saying with, if you got a lot of junk, get rid of it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. And the good thing is when you garage sale or thrift stores, you don't pay a lot for stuff, right? You don't pay a lot. Everything's $5 here, $20 here. You don't pay a lot for this stuff. It's used, right? It's garage sales. Mainly I do it just to help people out sometimes. Right? Do I really need it? No. I don't. I really, sometimes I get home after garage selling and I sit back and go, why did I even buy this? It's almost like a spirit entered you. And you're buying stuff you don't need. Or even like, you're like, what do I do with this? So I can relate to what she's saying about this. The rest of this stuff, I don't know.
We really don't need all of that stuff.
She's right. I don't.
And for some of you, you could have more than one secret admirer at the moment. We do have the name Dariah. We are picking up on a basket case who is unable to deal with life. Collective, this could be your fallen flame.
I don't do
this person is not your twin anymore.
Not my twin.
Collective, you could be a content creator or someone else could. Either way.
I don't know. Well, I am a content creator, but I don't know if she's talking about me. I don't even know how to read. I don't even know how to interpret what she's saying. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know anything about this stuff. I've been watching crime channels for the past 10 years, been involved with the crime channels or whatever. And now all of a sudden these psychics are popping up in the crime sector. And people are like, oh, it really works. They're solving. I'm like, how, what? But they are. They're solving cases. And she might have solved many cases, even mine. Maybe. I don't know.
You are being reminded that happiness, it is an inside job. We are picking up on an Irish step dancer, or maybe just a dancer in general. Either way.
Did you ever see them Irish dancers? How their feet move? Like little leprechauns. Ding, 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 ding. They're tapping all over the feet, just a moving 3,000 miles an hour. And you got the bag in the back, the bagpipe. Yeah, that could be real. Some of them Irish dancers, women are beautiful.
Dancer, they are not getting away with what they did.
Or is this guy?
They are not getting away with it because the right people They know. They know.
What do they know,
They
though?
know. They know what this person has done.
Well, what did
They
they
are
do? Tell
receiving
us.
the message loud and clear.
They heard me?
And unfortunately, we are picking up on several karmic energies who might OD in a trap house.
My God, it says serial karmic. My God, there's serial killers, but what is a karmic? Ain't there a song called Karmic? Wait, that was in the band. Take a load off, Patty. Well, something with karma. Or was it Carla? I gotta repeat. I gotta go back and listen to that song. Something about karmic, or was it karma, or something like that? He used in that. That was a great song too. The band. I think the song was called "The Wait." I covered it.
Soon. Collective, everyone knows the truth about you now. And this is why a group has decided to defend you against your ex, against an ex who possibly makes amateur porn.
I don't know which one of my exes in Texas. Might be out west, Arizona, somewhere out there in Arizona. You know, my exes, they don't all live in Texas, but there's only like 5 or 6 of them. So I wasn't a player in life. I mean, I'm talking that's my whole life, maybe 5, 6 of them. So I don't know what they've been doing out there. I in Chicago, out of west, or anywhere out east, down south. But it's just madness. Complete madness.
Oh, yeah. We are picking up May the 19th, could be relevant. Collective, this mother and son, this ex energy, these are people who belong to some sort of a religious cult.
Cult.
And
we got
again,
a lot of them. And
let me say it again. Your sinister ex mother in law, whether.
Well, I was never married, so that don't click with me because I've never been married in my life. So that has not. Maybe a girlfriend's, an ex girlfriend's mother or something like that, or mother-in-law or something like that. I don't know. She might have got married to one of my exes or whatever. Who knows? But they're all crazy anyway. So let's just continue with this.
You were married to this ex or not, it doesn't matter. These are some of the people who have been attacking you.
Oh, you
and
swanks.
let this be your confirmation. It's almost over.
I hope so, because
This
I'm about
attack,
dead.
this unfair witch hunt, the slander, the smear campaigns, all of it.
I hope so, because I'm on my death's door. I hope this is almost over. Right? I'm gonna have to get back quadrillions of dollars they owe me just to survive.
The black magic, the poisoning, it's almost over.
I hope so.
These wicked people,
If I
they're about to take a fall
we attack America.
that they don't recover from. You know, like what they have done to you, it's so ugly, cruel, heartless, and they are going to have to carry the shame of what they've done.
Yeah, it is heartless and cruel and sick what these people have done to us. I wish it on no man or woman or child, but I guess all these people are saying eye for an eye in America. So that explains why all this stuff is happening. I'll just walk away from it.
for eternity. There will be no rest for these wicked people.
I do believe they are wicked. All right, there you go, folks. Ain't it crazy? Sure is. Is it true? I have no idea. I've never listened to this stuff until, like I said, we were in that crime channel and they had that psychic lady on there. I was like, well, maybe there is something to it. Maybe they do use these psychics to solve crimes or whatever. They might be tapped into the spirit world or whatever. I'm not, but they might be. Like I said, I don't know this card reading stuff. It's all new to me. Even you know, and from what that lady that we just listened to, she's saying that there's bad karmics or whatever, card readers or whatever, and they're looking for them because they've been doing stuff. So they might be looking for this little lady. We don't know, right? We don't know. It's just crazy. It's completely, I don't know. But there might be something to it because we've seen them solve other crimes. Like I said, I think the Guthrie case, they're bringing in some kind of a psychic woman out there, right? That house is clean. It's almost like the Poltergeist movie. And I was like, oh my God, this is like the Poltergeist stuff, the movies that we watched growing up of Poltergeist. So there might be something to it. So I don't know if do I believe that they're telling the truth? I think so. Well, I think they are. Uh, have they have they stolen inheritance and all kinds of trust funds and IRAs and all kinds of madness and everything, properties from it, whatever, yeah, probably. Uh, that's what happens to people, you know, wills and everything like that. Did they? Yeah, and what would they need to do that? Well, they would need lawyers, corrupt lawyers, and then they would need people to rewrite the wills, and then they would need police officers to back it. And that's why a lot of people are saying uh, to me, they won't come into LaGrange town again because it's so corrupt. I had no idea that this was going on all around me because I've been locked in this apartment for 20 years, 15 years. The only time I go out is if I need food or I have to run to a lady and gentleman's house to cut their grass. And then I come back home. Or I go out to garage sales or thrift stores. Other than that, I come right back home. If I don't have to be out, I won't go out. The world's just too crazy, right? It's just too crazy. And then I got when they're planning to try and cause an accident with me and kill me and all this and poison me and everything. I'm like, well, I live at a government place. They have the keys. So when I leave, it's very well they can come in. Uh, I had a couple of them on camera, but you call the police and they're like, oh, well, there's nothing we could do. It sounds like a civil thing. So it is corrupt, folks. We are going to be getting down to each one of these corrupt police judges, which they would need a judge to rewrite all this stuff. We also found out that the police and the judges and everything are trafficking drugs using police vehicles. We just watched that video last week about them uh, tearing apart all the police cars and finding drugs in the police cars because they were transporting using the police and ambulances. They also were using the ambulances that were loaded with drugs. So this is all coming true now, folks. All coming true. They're pissed about it. We can see them, right? They're unleashing their energy of madness. It attacks us, and we turn around and we get rid of it. We don't want it. We unleash it back, right? Or whatever. We don't want it. It's their madness, not ours. We're just making movies here. These folks are living it. They're the ones we're making movies about, the killers, the madmen, the thieves, the gangs, the clubs. Pretty bad, pretty crazy, but I think some of these professional scientists and politicians and government people are true. We ain't seen nothing yet, folks. Nothing. This is just a little tip of what the Lord's revealing. And we're all sinners. We've all had a past, but that's just it. It's the past. These people can't let the past go. They thrive on it, right? They thrive on it. They send men with women's photos on their accounts, trying to lure, blackmail, extort, whatever. We've seen them do all kinds of stuff. And the Summer Wells case, Ernie Shell went to jail. Everyone thinks it's over. Yeah. We want you folks out there to keep thinking that we're not looking for other people. In the Summer Wells case, we have 3 or 4 of them that were all connected with Ernie Shell and this whole madness that's been going on. So there'll be more in the Summer Wells case that get taken, not for anything maybe to do with Summer Wells other than to cover up or extort children. But these people are wanted for stuff that happened before Summer Wells case. So it ain't over with, right? Just because Ernie Shell got picked up doesn't mean everything's going away. It ain't, because the people were exposed in the Summer Wells case that were traffickers of children, people, photographs of Summer and their phones, promiscuous photos of her and stuff, uh, yada, 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 and all that. So pretty crazy, right? It is a peaceful day out, but it is chilly out, folks. We're going to be heading back into a little bit of winter, possibly snow here next week, I think, and that's good. We need the cold weather to keep all this uh, colds and flu. It's that time of year, folks. So make sure you wipe everything down with bleach, your door handles. We're right back to uh, wash your hands, possibly wearing a mask. And people say, well, we care about other people. So we wash our hands not only to protect us, but to protect other people. We wear masks not only to protect us, but to protect other people, right? It's like being in a war with somebody you became good friends with, and you're in a foxhole, right? He's got your back, you got his, right? Something happens, you put your mask on if you're sick because you don't want to get your other uh, person that's in the foxhole with you sick. If you're both sick, now you can't fight the enemy, right? So always be kind and curious to the other people in the world, other humans. And don't be making fun of people because they're walking around wearing masks still. They have the right to wear a mask to protect themselves and others. And my hat's off to them people that are thinking of others. So they wash their hands and they wear masks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what are we at? We are at an hour. I think I'm going to end this. I'll be back with a peaceful outdoor video. I think I'll put some peanuts out there, and we might get some squirrel action and stuff. I got chores to do today. Every day is chore day if you're a single dude and you live alone. You're constantly doing something. So I want to thank everybody. Folks, I posted that little lady's chat. Do I know if any of this is real? I don't know, because I don't practice it, and I'm not into it. I'll listen to it, but listening and doing it is two totally different things. So trust nobody. Well, when you're bedding down with a woman, doing wild, crazy stuff, whatever, that each other, uh, you know, like reading a book. And then they decide that they don't like you no more and they spread your information out there or whatever. Yeah, that's just demonic, evil, right? Money is the root of all evil. The government knows it, the movie business knows it, and the music business knows it, and business knows it. Also, religion. See, we there's a pattern here. We tracked the pattern out. America is not what you thought it was, folks. The terrorist tentacles that all these terrorist groups and everybody talks about are actually in America. And they use these businesses and politicians and police to do their evil. I think we've solved the case. I think that little lady and we put the dots together that uh, the devil was marked and infiltrated. I don't know. You'll have to go over to Venezuela or Guatemala or whatever, where that guy is saying he's Jesus, and he tattooed people with 666 on their body, and a bunch of women surround him that are uh, covered in tattoos and beautiful women. You might, hey, Israel, God's people and everything, America. You might want to check into that guy. If it's true that what that guy said, that them people belong to the devil that are marked and covered in tattoos. Not they. Some of them didn't have 666 on their body. They just had certain tattoos. And that might be true. I don't know. People come at me and like I'm the one that created all this crap. This stuff was here before I was born, and it just got worse. So I don't know. I'll be back. You folks have a great day. All glory goes to God. Amen. Keep an eye in the sky and an eye in the oceans and an eye on the ground, and be aware of your surroundings. Now, you folks have a great day. God bless. And I'll be back with some more outdoor video.